Ask, do you provide any extra benefits for those who do extracurricular activities like I'm an athlete? If I get admission in your university, would you like to provide these facilities?
You're a student or an agent?
I'm from JJ International, and also I'm an athlete.
Yes. In order for me to provide you an athletic scholarship, I need to change your price. You understand that, yes? Athletics or any other scholarships they get calculated from the original price. So if you are an athlete, you inform us, I change the price, I take it to 9,950 euros, and I give you the scholarship on that like we do to all of the rest of the students. It is not fair to give you a scholarship, an athletic scholarship, on an already discounted price. Yes? As you can understand, as you all can understand, anyhow you set things up, I will answer by being fair, not only to your students, but to all of the students of the university. I said it again and I will say it every time that I have the opportunity. All of the students of the university are equal. No one is different. Some of them have maybe better benefits, like Bangladeshi students have better benefits than other students. Yes. Yes.
Just to talk on what Robert said is, we do have scholarships for athletics, but we follow very strict procedures, and I think in your case we will need definitely confirmation stamp by the Ministry of the related Ministry of Sports in Bangladesh. We want to have the biography of the interested person. We want very strong evidence that this applicant is still an athlete. Okay, if someone has served in the sports and now stopped or whatever, or he's playing in a very low category, we won't provide scholarships. And the same applies, and even with stricter conditions in Cyprus. There are many students, Cyprus, apply for athlete scholarships, they don't get it because we have a scheme, and I think it's in our webpage, isn't it? So you can get an opinion. You can have a look in our website. We do have, but it's very strict. If we cannot give it, because everyone here might have been an athlete somewhere.
I am also an athlete.
Thank you.
We understand.
Yes, it shows. Yes. Any other questions, please? Yes.
Question about the admission requirement. So the IELTS standard is accepted for Cyprus. What about the UClan, the UK University? So we accept UKVI.
UKVI is not accepted. Thank you for the question. Any exam which has UKVI on it, which is IELTS has it, PTA has it, I think Anglia has it, we cannot accept it because UKVI stands for United Kingdom Visa. It's not United Kingdom Visa, it is European Visa. That is why. Unfortunately, even though UKVI exam and the normal IELTS exam, they are exactly the same. There is no anything changed, just UKVI is mentioned. Our Ministry of Education doesn't accept it.
So, sorry,
Yes.
question. So what if we get students from included their UKVI IELTS? What can we suggest them? Like, can we apply, get the offer, and then in the meantime they can sit for IELTS?
We do this anyway. I have never rejected an application that came with UKVI. We have provided the conditional acceptance letter, and we have informed that we need the normal English exam. I have never ever rejected any application based on UKVI. Okay? Yes? Anyone else? Yes, please.
Good evening.
Yes.
This is Momi from Nurin Study Abroad. Just came to know that your university is providing MBA and distance learning. So I want to know about the process and criteria of MBA distance learning, and also want to know that in certificate what will be mentioned. Is it distant or regular? Thank you.
If it is distant, it's distant.
It's fully online based.
It's fully online based,
Okay.
not campus. However, thank you for asking the question. The MBA long distance will start to be implemented, if everything is okay, from January intake, not from now. So the tuition fees are much different. It is something that we need to discuss with Center, and he will be able to present it to you. Payments, however, so that you know from now, for the distance learning are paid fully. If a student does not pay full the amount, we cannot start it. But it is distance learning, everything will be uploaded on the blackboard, and the students will also take their exams through distance learning. They don't need to come. Of course, it is monitored. It is the same method that it is used for the English exams when it is home-based. It is monitored by sensors, and if the student moves, it closes. This is the only information that I can give for now for MBA distance learning.
Thank you so much.
Next, yes.
Sir, I have a question. Cyprus
A
student
bit
visa.
louder, please.
A bit louder.
I have a question. My question is, Cyprus student visa is 7,000 euro. Bank statement is mandatory or not?
Of course it is.
My question.
Of course it
Cyprus
is.
bank statement is 7,000 euro is mandatory or not?
Yes.
The euro rate is day by day increase.
Tell me again.
The euro rate day by day increase.
Again, it's 7,000 euros,
Is
the
mandatory.
bank statement, because it is required by the migration, not from me. I don't care if the student has 7,000 in his bank account or not. It is the migration which requires it to issue the entry permit. This is also mentioned into the website of the migration department. Okay? Thank you.
Next. Yes. No, Yes. He was the second faster than you.
No study gaps. There is no influence in study gaps. Education is for everyone. Everyone. There are students who stopped studying because of financial reasons. There are students who finished their high school or their 12th and they couldn't go for university because of many reasons. Education is given to everyone. So my answer is no, and I have never rejected anyone, either of age or from study gap. Okay?
Okay, looking at the time, allow me to say that Robert will accept one or two maximum more questions because there is we have further things to do. I think a lot of people will get a certificate and photos, etc. So
Exactly.
I think one or two more questions more than that will be
Two more
because don't
questions,
forget,
Three questions.
don't forget,
Okay.
gentlemen, ladies and
Three
gentlemen,
more
that
questions only. So
we have an office here. You can reach out to them and get to
exactly.
the
Any
answers.
further questions can be discussed with Center for Higher Studies.
So to be fair, 3 questions after his question. Okay? He asked, yes. Yes.
I hope you had a wonderful day so far.
A very tiring one, but thank you.
I can understand.
I am still smiling.
Yeah, I can see. Well, we've already discussed about the credit transfer. So if we see in the UK, there are like 360 credits for 3 years of course. And if you see in UClan Cyprus, there are 4 years of course. So let's say, for example, if someone passes first year and want to transfer the credit, now which year he will be putting in? Because the first year is 120 credits, so we're left by 240 RTF level 4, 5, 6. That's it. Thank you.
No, it's a very nice question. The UK system is 3 years for bachelors. The Cyprus system, it is a 4 years bachelors. Okay? We have to follow what the Ministry of Education of Cyprus requires. because the University of Cyprus, which is our state university, does its bachelor's in 4 years. Now, this is the one point. Since we are a British university in Cyprus, correctly, you can say why you are not doing it in 3 years. If I do it in 3 years, the degree will not be accredited and it will not be recognized. We have to follow the regulations of the Ministry of Education, plus we follow what UClan UK says. So what we have done is, we have mixed everything up and we have stretched everything out, which means that our first year and second year, it's somehow the first year of UK. We had to do this. It is approved by everyone meaning by the UK, by the UK Ministry of Education, the UK University, the Cyprus Ministry of Education. Most importantly, it is approved by the Quality Assurance of the Ministry of Education and the Quality Assurance of Europe, because we are in Europe. And in Europe, most of the universities, they do it in 4 years, not in 3 years. So for a credit transfer, a student, that's why in the beginning I said, after the second year, they can transfer. They will do 2 years with us, and then they will go into the second and the third year and graduate. This is how it goes. Okay? Yes.
There is another question. So, as I've seen that the university is accredited by ACC and CISI. So, if someone is studying accounting and finance or accounting, after how many years or how many modules, finishing modules, they can get the first part and second part exemption?
They have to finish the bachelor's.
Okay, so they will get.
It is the same as everywhere. They finish the bachelor's, they do that, and then they have they get the exemptions, and they have another 4 papers, I think, to finish.
Yeah, 4
I
years.
think it's 4 years.
13 papers now.
Yes.
I do apologize. This is a question to be answered by Robert, but indeed he's very tired. It is worth it to mention that UClan Cyprus was the first university in the whole of Europe to have received the conditional accreditation from ACA, which is if a student registers at the Accounting and Finance, BSc Accounting and Finance, gets immediately the exception of the first stage, which is 9 exams, on the condition that he will get the degree. So they know in advance that once they complete, they will get it automatically the exception. And why this was a test from ACA and ACCA, and the reason is they wanted to see if we have any students that they could start doing the exams for the second stage. And we're the first university in Europe that we have an ACCA qualified accountant who got it in only 1 year after he graduated. So what is the benefit? Once you register, you start studying. If you were working hard,
microphone.